Get peace of mind with the RV Advisor's extended warranty for as low as $14 per month. Visit thervadvisor.com today.
This is the RV Advisor Podcast with your host, Tom Alexander. Get all the latest information, trends, advice from experts, stories from the road, and more in the world of recreational vehicles. Now, here's Tom.
Hi, everybody. Tom Alexander with you here on the RV Advisor Podcast, and my guests are the McLaughlins. It is Adam and Celine. They're from the RVers family. Hey, folks. Hey, how are you?
Hey, thanks for having us, Tom.
We're doing good.
Good. Yeah, it's great to see you both, and thanks for taking time out to join us. I know you guys are in transit right now, but a little stopover for some maintenance, right?
Yeah, that's right. We just came through the Grand Tetons, and our brakes needed a little bit of love, so we're sitting at the mechanics right now, getting that all taken care of.
Yeah. And when brakes need love, you really have to pay attention, don't you?
Oh yeah, they let you know real quick.
They do. They most certainly do, and that's something you don't want to take a chance on. That's for sure.
Right.
So how long are you going to be, on pause for now?
Well, we just stayed the night. We should be good to go in about an hour or so. Hoping everything goes smoothly and they don't find new things they need to give us more money, or we need to give them more money for. But we should be back on the road in just a few minutes.
Why is that? It's the funniest thing, because every time you go to a mechanic, it's like, okay, we're everything's looking good, but you might want to think about doing this, that, and the other, right? It's always something.
Always.
It's a little bit more inconvenient to get to a mechanic when that's our primary vehicle and it tows our house. So it's really important that we keep it maintained.
Yeah, that's for sure. What is it specifically? What kind of a vehicle are we talking about?
We have a Ford Expedition, an SUV. So when we first got on the road, we thought about getting a pickup truck and a fifth wheel. But because we have three boys, we really like having that second row in the back, so that our boys could be spread out a little bit more than three of them in a row in the box of a pickup. So anyway, we went with an SUV, which let us narrow down our search to a bumper pull. So
yeah. I'm looking at three boys on your Instagram page. It says three boys towing our 30-foot travel trailer and living an adventure. And I would imagine with three boys on the road constantly, it has to be an adventure. How old are the guys?
Our oldest is 12, and then we have a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old. But when we started, they were 4, 6, and 8.
Wow. Okay. So you guys got to get some kind of like Heroes Award or something.
Well, that's an adventure in itself, just living in a tiny home with three boys. But we try and spend as much time as we can outside the trailer, exploring cities and going on hikes. And...
Yeah, but I bet they really love it, right? I mean, just to be going from place to place and seeing different things around the country. It's got to be just exciting for these guys.
It's so much fun. There's days that we are a bit slower. We might stay in the trailer for the day, but usually by noon, our kids start asking us, so do we have anything planned for today? Yeah. And they're just expecting to keep going and going out to have fun. And it is different when you're in a house. You find more opportunities in your local area to go out and do fun things together, but there's just so much more opportunity when you're always somewhere new. There's always something new to do. And
and it's obviously it's such a huge country, you can't really do it in a lifetime. There's just so much to see and so many places to go.
Well, and we're also Canadian, so 6 months of the year we spend in Canada, 6 months of the year we're here in the States. So there's no shortage of things to explore.
Oh wow, that's great. So so you've got the two full countries to get around in and see all the sights. That's fantastic. That's great. So I'm speaking with the McLaughlins. It's Adam, it's Celine, and they're in Jackson, Wyoming, which is an absolutely gorgeous part of the country. Just so much to see. And I have a very, very good friend that just recently moved to Cheyenne. And he loves it there because just a short bike ride and he's out in the middle of nowhere, as he describes it. And yet nowhere has a lot to look at, apparently. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is our first time in Wyoming, and it is our 40th state that we've entered now.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So that's significant. Well, I'll say there's 8 more to go as opposed to 10 more to go. Although you might be able to get to Alaska, or maybe you've already been to Alaska.
We haven't, but it is on the bucket list.
Yeah. The only thing,
the borders open a little bit nicer.
Yeah. Just Hawaii. You're gonna have to, sprout wings or just load up the SUV and the travel trailer on a barge or something,
If we did that, we'd be staying out there for a while, I think.
Yeah. Well, we'll learn a little more about where to next. We're speaking with the McLaughlins from the RVers family. We'll be back in just a moment.
GPS is Gigi's personal services. She's an RV expert with over 3 decades of experience. Visit thervadvisor.com today.
We are back on the RV Advisor podcast. I'm Tom Alexander. My guests are the McLaughlins. It's Adam, it's Celine. And folks, during the break, I learned some very interesting news from you folks. A couple of bona fide TV stars in our midst.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Well, that's okay.
But
listen, you know what? You got to sell it.
Sure.
So
we'll fluff the bunny, so to speak.
Sure, we'll call call you TV stars. Tell us a little bit about the program.
Yeah, we're part of the
Discovery Channel.
Yeah, we're part of the cast of the RVers TV show, which is on the Discovery Channel. Yeah. And right now, season 3 is airing. So season 1 and 2 you can find on Amazon Prime and iTunes. And season 3 is currently airing Saturday mornings on Discovery Channel, and it depends where you are for the exact time of when that airs. But we're really excited to be part of that, and we're really excited to help other people find out what it's like to be on the road and to be a family who full-time RVs.
Wow, that's great. And so it kind of sort of tracks your adventures a little bit and where you are, what you're doing at that particular moment. And the kids are on the show too, or is it just you two?
Yeah, they've been in little segments of it, and yeah, we're doing this as a family.
That's terrific. Wow, that's great. So again, it's season 3. It's the RVers is the name of the show, and you guys are obviously the RVers family,
right?
And it's on Discovery, on the Discovery Channel.
And I think then in the fall it'll air on PBS as well. So the PBS, it's all dependent on the local stations, but it can be found.
Terrific. So it's probably easy to find online if you look up the RVers and Discovery Channel. It'll tell you when and where. And most folks, I think, whether they've got satellite or cable or whatever they've got, can hook in with the Discovery Channel. It's fairly readily available, right?
Yeah, it's also got the new on-demand app through Discovery. It's called Discovery Plus. So for all of us who are on the road and don't have a cable tied to our RV, we can watch on the Discovery Plus app.
Yeah. Well, that's a lot of cable to let out, right? When you're traveling around the country, that's got to be one heck of a big spool,
Yeah.
And it just gets tied around telephone poles and fire hydrants. Who needs that nonsense? I hate when that happens.
You win some, you lose.
So I know that you're saying Canada's on the list for the summer. And when I think of Canada, I think of it 2 ways. I think besides being our wonderful neighbors to the north, I think of a few select cities. And then I feel like Toronto and Montreal and Winnipeg and Calgary and what's the one out west? Vancouver. Thank you. And then I think of just wide open spaces, the tundra, if you will.
Yeah.
Is that a fairly accurate description? Is it big cities and then a lot of nothing?
It depends what province you're in, but you definitely hit on the area that I grew up in because I grew up in Saskatchewan in between Calgary, Alberta, and Winnipeg, Manitoba. So basically, big flat open nothingness with farms and lots of wheat and canola. And in the winter, it's like the Arctic. So that's
Yeah,
definitely the much more open spaces part of the country. But Ontario is more densely populated in the southern part of the province. So
right.
definitely Toronto and all the areas around there. It's
Yeah.
not as big, wide, and open.
What are there 6 provinces? Or is there
10,
8? Hmm?
10,
10
10 provinces.
provinces.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. Yeah.
One
Yeah,
of
so
one of them is really little on the East Coast, a little tiny island, Prince Edward Island,
Oh
and that's
yeah,
a whole
Prince Edward
province.
Island. Right,
Yeah.
it's
right.
kind of our
That's a
Rhode
whole,
Island.
yeah, that's right. That's a province unto itself though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I grew up in Ontario. So I grew up kind of halfway between Michigan and New York.
Ah,
And I actually, fun fact, where I grew up is about the same parallel as the northern border of California. So about a third of the United States was further north than where I grew up in Canada, right
ah,
around the Great Lakes. So that's
right. So you
an
were
interesting
close,
thing for us.
yeah, close to Lake Ontario or Lake Erie or
Yeah, I was just north of Pennsylvania, just north of Lake Erie.
okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. So that's well, I grew up in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So I know a lot of folks that I knew would take fishing trips up to
Mhm.
Canada, and they would just kind of just cross over the border and they would do some fishing up there.
Yeah,
Uh,
Canada is incredible. We really love being in Canada for 6 months of the year, and then we can't wait to get out because living in an RV in Canadian winter is not something anybody should have to experience.
no, that sounds a little rough. I mean, I like to say I know what challenging winters are. I grew up in the Poconos area in the mountains, and they were seemed like an endless winter, and that's kind of why I moved to Florida about 25 years
Nice.
ago. But yeah, I hear you. Those Canadian winters can be. We've read about them.
Yeah, it's a really nice balance for us to be 6 months in Canada for the summer, and then 6 months in God's holy land in the further south.
Yeah, yeah. So where are we talking about in the winter months for you guys? Specific? Is there a specific area, or are you just kind of just doing a little kind of shooting all over the place?
Um, each year has been different for us. Our first year traveling, we tried to hit as many places as we could because we didn't know how long we would RV for. So
Yeah,
we did spend some time in Florida, and then we cut across the southern states all the way to California. And
right.
then this past year, we actually spent a little bit of time in Mexico. And when we came back, we shipped our RV across the border,
Uh-huh.
and we took it in Seattle and headed right down to California and Arizona. So we try to stay where it's warmer, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So well, yeah, warm in the winter months is always nice if you're not. I mean, you know, I'm
Right.
definitely a warm weather person, but that's my problem. But well, I'll tell you, it's absolutely it's very very interesting. We definitely want to see you guys on the show, on the RVer show on Discovery. That sounds like a lot of fun. Love to see where you guys are, what you guys are up to. We won't spoil the plot line, but
Sure.
we will let folks know that it is on Discovery. Again, if you don't mind just sharing again, the season 3, right, coming up.
Yeah, we're in the middle of season 3 right now. It's an independent production, so it's 6 episodes in a season. And so season 3, we're about 3 episodes in, plays Saturday mornings on Discovery. And then in the summer, it'll be available. Season 3 will be available on iTunes and Amazon Prime. It's already there. Season 1 and season 2 are already there.
Uh-huh.
And then in the fall, the RVers will be available on PBS, and each PBS station sets their own schedule. So
Yeah.
you'll have to check your local listings for that one.
There you go. Wow, like a pro. Check your local listings.
Had a little bit of practice at this.
Yeah, I would imagine you have. You have to take the crash course in television promotion. I get it. I believe me. I understand. Well, listen, McLaughlins, it has been an absolute joy. Really enjoyed speaking with you. Lots of fun. You guys seem like you're all about adventure and a good time in a very sort of relaxed, chill way.
Definitely.
That's cool. That's very cool. So again, it's the RVers family. You can go to Instagram and follow them, RVers family, and be one of the 1,300 and growing members, followers of their page. I can never remember if it's likes, follows, members, friends. I lose track with all the social media because I'm over 50 and it's a requirement to forget all that stuff. The RVers family, that's where you want to go. It's Adam, it is Celine McLaughlin, and do you say McLaughlin or McLaughlin? I get
McLaughlin.
That's McLaughlin.
Right. We hear it all the different ways.
Yeah. There is a very famous guitar player named John McLaughlin, who's one of my heroes, musical heroes, and I always hear McLaughlin with him, McLaughlin and McLaughlin, and he says, just pick one. It doesn't matter. Just call me whatever you like.
We're easy.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So, well, thanks, folks. Really appreciate it. And hopefully we'll catch up with you again in the near future. Maybe when the show hits and a little later, we'll follow up and see what's happening.
Sure. Thanks for having us, Tom. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you a lot. Thank you very much, Celine and Adam. We'll be back in just a moment. This is the RV Advisor Podcast. Stay tuned.
Get the #1 rated tire and wheel coverage anywhere, starting at $180 per year. Visit thervadvisor.com today.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the RV Advisor Podcast. Of course, I am joined by Neve Carizzacco, our guest coordinator. Hey, Neve.
Hey, how you doing, Tom?
I'm doing great, thank you. And it's great to see you back stateside, although I'm sure you had a wonderful time in your native Ireland.
Oh, it was fabulous. But as always, it's nice to get back to your regular routine.
I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
And you are back doing the regular thing and get acclimated to the 5-hour time difference.
Yeah, it wasn't so bad. The flight back actually was okay. So yeah, no, it went well. I'm just happy to be back and Cole, the kids all back into their regular cycle because they were animals towards the end of the trip. And it's right. it's just nice, your own home. You can't beat your own home and things like that. So yeah,
that is true. There's something about travel's wonderful, but kind of just getting into a comfortable, you're back into the bed, and just relaxing and falling asleep.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely.
Yeah. That is, there's nothing quite like that. So what do we got cooking? I know there's a lot going on.
What do we have cooking? Yeah, we're working on a lot of stuff right now. I'm really excited. I'm actually going to head out on the road on behalf of the RV Advisor over the next few vacation or holidays, you guys call them here. So Memorial, I'm hoping to go for 4th of July somewhere. I've been talking to a lot of fun campgrounds, some down in the Keys, some up north near Crystal River, that are holding some fantastic firework displays and events throughout them weekends. So I'm hoping to just spread the word on the RV Advisor and, get everyone used to seeing us and campgrounds. And I'm going to do some fun giveaways. So everyone stay tuned for them. And just try to get people signed up to be members and, let them know about our fun podcast that we have every week here. I'm looking forward to going out and actually meeting some people. So it will be a wonderful few holidays this year.
Excellent. Well, that's great. And want to let our viewers and our listeners know that this show, our podcast actually on Monday, I should say, will be a repeat, as it is Memorial Day. And I believe it is the show that features the Conklins. So they'll be back for a encore performance, I guess you could say, on Monday. And then we'll be back next Friday with a brand new show. So we're very much looking forward to that. And I know you're working diligently on lining us up with just a bevy of guests.
Yeah, we've got a fun lineup coming up.
Good. Well, we're excited about that. And again, Monday's a repeat, but next Friday we're back with a new show. Neve, thanks so much. Enjoy your holiday weekend.
You too, Tom.
Thank you. And we'll see you next time, folks. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. So long, everybody.